So I don't know if y'all seen the video of that 13-year-old girl who got killed by a 24-year-old man because like she met up with him in public or whatever, and she was like constantly going back and forth with him on Snapchat, blah blah blah. He's just a weirdo who was into kids or whatever. Um and I know like bad stuff happens all the time, but this is crazy, bro. Like, he's literally twice her age. But anyways, there's people in the comments talking about like, oh, this is why I monitor my kids' social media. This is why I won't let my kids have Instagram until they're 16. This is why I check my kids' phone before they go to sleep. And I'm thinking like, really though? Because part of me is like, I feel like no matter if you're a good parent or you check everything or whatever, a kid is gonna do what they want to do at the end of the day. Because I feel like I was raised properly and like my parents never checked my phone or whatever, but they told me like, stranger danger, don't talk to boys, don't talk to weirdos, the world is evil, blah blah blah. They taught me all of that, and I was like, okay. But like end of the day, my generation was still on like Kick and MySpace and like Omegle, whatever. We're literally talking to strangers on like apps and stuff like that, you know? And I feel like even if my parents did check my phone, I still would have been like, oh, I'm just talking to my friends. I would have just made up an excuse because it's fun, and that was the trend at the time, was just to go on Omegle and talk to people or whatever. But like, I don't know. I feel like the more you control your kids and what they do, they're just gonna become more secretive about it. Like, you can say you're gonna check your kid's phone at night before they go to sleep, but then next thing you know, they're deleting the app right before you check, and then they're like, "What? I don't even have an Instagram," and then they just like re-download it during the day, or they can just log in on their account on a friend's phone every day. So I'm saying like, there's ways to get around things, regardless if you check your kids' things or you put like a child lock on it or whatever. I don't know. I feel like kids just do what they want to do. So it's like, situations like this can be preventable. But at the end of the day, she was literally talking to this guy on Snapchat, you know? And yeah, her parents should have checked her phone, blah, blah, blah. Or she shouldn't even have a Snapchat at that age. Yeah, sure. But I feel like, I don't know, some situations can't be stopped, some can, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know. I feel like with my kids, social media is going to be like super prevalent like in like 20 years. Who knows, there's going to be like all new apps, all new weirdos on the internet, blah blah blah. So I don't know. I don't even know how I would parent my kid, actually, because like, I don't want them to become super secretive. You got to be able to talk to your kids about anything. But yeah, they definitely wouldn't be having social media until they get at least like 14, 15. And even then, I'm going to have like the passwords to stuff. But I'm not going to be like, force them to check it and be like, give me your phone, or you can't have Instagram, blah, blah, blah. Because then they're just going to be like, oh, all my friends have it, blah, blah, blah. So I'm literally going to sit them down, have them watch all these like documentaries out there about like, kidnappings and blah blah blah. I'm gonna have them watch all that stuff, and I'm gonna explain it and be like, okay, so we're checking our phones like this, blah blah blah, this is why we're doing it. I feel like explaining is better than just like, forcibly checking or whatever. But yeah, that's it.